and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Chelsea, and if you're new around here, we like to do beauty related content on this channel. If that's something that you like, then please hit subscribe. If you're already subscribed, then please click on the little bell and you'll be notified of every time that I upload. So in today's video, we're going to do a first impressions with the new Made by Mitchell Do You Want Some Milk palette. This is what it looks like here. So this is the look that we created. If you want to see how I created this look and hear my thoughts on this palette, then please stay tuned. So first of all, I bought this palette, like I think it was the day that it was launched on Beauty Bay, and I had a mare because my Hermes delivery driver stole it out of my box and gave me the box. So then I had to reorder it once Beauty Bay refunded me. Had to reorder it, and so yeah, so this is why it's a little bit late. At first I wasn't going to get it, but then as soon as I saw the swatches, and I know quite a few people have said this because Mitchell's swatches sold it for me, and that is when I bought it, especially because there's a few shades in here which I feel like are missing from my collection. A few really unique shades which I'll show you in my swatches in just a moment. But yeah, overall I actually like the design of this. I love the concept of it as well because I love the way that Mitchell says do you want some milk to his cats on his stories, and yeah, I just couldn't resist this palette. It does retail for £40, which I think is a medium price point, but considering how big the pans are and the amount that you get, because you get 25 shades in here of a mixture of different mattes and shimmer formula, then I do think it's at an okay price range. It's a pressed pigment palette as well, so do be warned that your lids could be stained, and I'm hoping that mine won't be. If you got his previous palettes, you know that they came in a pouch. This one didn't, it just came in a sleeve, which was just a simple pop out sleeve, which I actually quite like it when it comes like this because that means I'll still keep the packaging. And then open it up as well, you do get your protective sheet, and it says do you want some milk, which I absolutely love the way that he's done this. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about this palette because I want you to listen to my thoughts at the end. So I've been off camera and I've done the first eye because I just wanted to see what sort of direction I was going, and I am overall pleased with it. It's very galaxy vibes, you know, like space vibes. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye now that I know what I'm going to do, but first of all I'm going to start off with the P. Louise base shade 2.5. I'm just going to plonk that on the back of my hand. I use quite a lot of it as well, and I'm just going to use a P. Louise 7072 brush, which is just a flat brush. And I'm just going to plonk this all over my lid, and then I'm going to bring it out a little bit as well and pop it on underneath. Just going to use a large fluffy brush. This is just a cheap one from eBay, and I'm just going to make sure that all that base is all blended out seamlessly, and yeah, so we're all primed. So going into the palette, I'm just going to take shade Angus, so this like aubergine purpley shade, and I'm going to take that on my Coloured Rain mini blending brush, and we're just going to pop this on the outer circle, and we're going to go up to about halfway in the crease. At first I'm just packing on the colour, and then we shall blend it out afterwards. And then I'm just going to wipe my brush on my towel that I've got on my lap, and with the same brush I'm just going to soften the edges. Okay, so that's our first colour. And then with a Peaches PC34 brush, like a neck nut for a blending brush, I'm going to go into Jessie's Girl, which is this dark red shade. It's like a plummy red. And I'm just going to make this my medium shade, so just go on 50 on and 50 off that purpley shade. Again, I'm just going to wipe my brush on my towel, and now I'm going to soften the edges. And now with a Spectrum B06 brush, so like a large fluffy brush, I'm going to mix a bit of Pearl and Udder One. So Pearl, this lilac shade here, and Udder One, this baby pink here. And I'm just going to blend out the outer edge. Now I'm just going to repeat those three shades with my three brushes. So we're going to go back to medium, then to dark, then to medium, then to light, until we got the right blend. So now we're going to go into Bluebells, so this really royal blue here. And I'm just going to take that under Peaches PC22 brush, and I'm just going to place it in the crease, but on my inner part of my eye, and connect it to the Angus shade. I feel like the blue just keeps blending away. So I've got a bit of a patch here. so I can't really deepen it up. And then next we're just going to go into Ocean Highs, so this pastel blue, and I'm just using a P. Louise 115 brush, and I'm just going to blend that on the inner part of my eye, then blend it into the lilac-y shade. So next we're going to go in with a bit of feline. So I'm just going to take a Louise 126 brush, and I'm just going to spray it with a bit of my Peach and Cream Get a Grip spray. And now I'm just going to pop that all over my lid. Oh wow, look at that, it's like liquid. It doesn't really look the same colour as what's in the pan though. I don't know if it's because I sprayed it. And I'm just going to go in with my finger, really press it in. That's better. And then with the same brush, I'm going to go into Claws, which is the light silver shade here. And I'm also just going to take that. This one is quite crumbly, this shadow. And I'm going to pop that on my inner. Look how pigmented that is. Bloody heck. And then I'm just going to use my finger to blend it out. Wow, that silver shade is amazing. Now I'm just going to pop back into Angus and just deepen up the outer corner a little bit. But that is the top done. So I'm just going to go back in with my P. Louise shade and just pop underneath my eyes. I think I'm going to go back into Bluebells. So I want to give that a bit more of a moment. And I'm just going to run that underneath. This shade is so disappointing. It just blends away. So it ends up being quite light, when in the pan it doesn't look light at all. And there's so much fallout from it. I don't know if I like the blue underneath, if I'm honest. I think I'm just going to go in with a bit of Angus. It's not really working out. Let me see what it looks like with just Angus underneath. Right. I'm going to go off camera, do some liquid eyeliner, put on my lashes, do the rest of my face. I do actually want to show you the sponge. As you can see, I've used it. The next clip will be me applying my foundation with my sponge, and yeah, so I'll be right back. So we've got lashes on, we've got liner on, and we're looking pretty dark and grungy now, which is obviously perfect for this time of year. So just popped on some primer, and this is the sponge which I've just wet. It's a little bit stained because I have actually used it, but it's so soft and squidgy. It actually feels like really nice quality. And then you've got the M. Don't know if you can see, which I think is a really nice touch. So yeah, let's see, what foundation shall I go in with? I might go in with a new one actually. So this is the MUA Pro Base Longwear Matte Foundation in the shade 120. I've not actually tried this yet, but we will give it a good go. I think I might have put a bit too much on. So now I'm just going to blend out the sponge. So as far as sponges go, feels like a really good one, and it's dead affordable as well. So I think I might stock up on a few of these because yeah, they're super soft and bouncy, and like I said, they're affordable. I think they're only like £6 or something like that. That's a sponge. And this is the finished look. Let me know down below what you think of this look. So far I think this look actually turned out okay. I did have a few problems with a few of the shades, so I'm going to discuss that now. So obviously I used Angus, which was fine, Jessie's Girl, which was fine, Bluebells, like that vibrant royal blue, that does not happen on your eyes. Even with the P. Louise base underneath, it literally just, I don't know, just the vibrant shade just disappeared and it just blended into more of the Ocean Highs, to be honest. So I'm really disappointed in that shade, and I feel like this palette is lacking a lot of depth, and I feel like I see that in a lot of palettes, so I don't get why people aren't putting blacks in a palette, because it's so helpful just to darken up the outer edge, which is what a lot of people do. So I don't get why they don't do it, but obviously if you've got multiple palettes, you're going to have a black somewhere. If you wanted to just do a look with just one palette, or you wanted to take one palette away with you and you like a dark look, it's really hard to do it with this palette because, like I said, it is missing depth. And also these two pastel shades, I felt like just blended into nothing again, which is a shame really, because I know pastel shades are quite hard to actually show up, but with a good base underneath, I've got other palettes that the pastel shades you can still see, they don't completely blend away into nothing. But yeah, so that's the only downfall. But the shimmers that I played with were literally stunning, especially if you spray them, then like spray your brush, it actually appears like liquid shimmer. It is really beautiful, it's really nice reflective, and then I just easily blended it out with my finger as well, and they just blended it into one another seamlessly. But yeah, overall, so the colours that I used were fine. It's just that bluebells and the pastel shades that I was actually really disappointed with. I'm loving this top two rows here, and I am going to do a look with that soon on my a video coming up, because I've got the brown graphing pen which I was going to use today, but obviously it didn't really go with this look, so I was thinking of using that with these two rows here. And yeah, I've got quite a few ideas of what looks to create, so that's a good thing about it. I like the fact that there's so much you can create, but I feel like some of the shades are a bit random and you do need to use another palette to finish off your look, which I did with this look because I had to use a black from a different palette and just to blend in my liner a little bit. But yeah, I feel like blacks are always essential in a palette, so yeah, just mixed reviews really. The lashes that I've gotten today are actually Unicorn Cosmetics, but I don't know what the style is, so I'll look it up on their website and I'll link it down below for you as well, along with the rest of the products that are on my face. So on my lips I've got Jeffree Star Androgyny with a bit of a Primark gloss over the top. My highlight, I used the Milky shade in the palette, topped with a bit of the Sephora highlighter, so it's a really beautiful golden glow. But yeah, if you have any questions on anything else that's on my face, then let me know down below in the comments and I will answer that for you. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up, and hopefully I shall see you in my next video. Bye!